What's going on, everybody? It's the Keymaster84 bringing you another video of Apocalypse Minecraft. Welcome. So we are getting some behind the scenes work done. You'll probably be trying to figure out why I'm already down a few hand bones here, or a few hearts. That's because I was doing a little pre-stream work, and we went out our front door to show people on the stream. Hey, JJ James, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Greatly appreciate it. Hope your night's going well. I was trying to show the newer people what was going on, what we're doing. And a dirty creeper decided to come up and pay us a visit and blew up like the whole front of my base. So really, what I'm waiting just to get down enough handbones to actually have it be worth eating some food. So let's see here. So we need to I'm gonna make these areas kind of big, so we have plenty of room for all the animals and whatnot. I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, I don't know where it came from. Glad I brought it actually. Alright. Let's see here. And for all those who are new to the series, catching the instance, I believe this one's going to be episode 9 or 8 or 9. I'm not exactly sure. Make sure you guys go back and watch everything from the very beginning, because I'm actually I'm not struggling near as much as I was before. I went through some struggles the very first like 4 episodes, we'll say. Trying to figure out how to get trees to grow underground and other things of that nature. Not as easy as it sounds. You're like, oh, trees underground, how could that possibly be? Yeah, not as easy. Especially when you're not the farmer type guy, you're more of the adventurer type dude. So, definite learning experience for me. So let's see, let's put up some torches. I don't know if I end up coming down, so we won't waste it there. And yeah, there we go. That's good enough for right now. So this we're going to make into a quasi. So here, I think I'm going to probably put this small wall here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. The way that looks, we're going to take this, put that there. We're going to put this down here. We're going to make some more tools, because I've already gone through a lot of my supplies that I had. And then I'm actually going to take this here, small chunk here out. And then we're going to make our infinite water source right here, so that we can get that going down here, because we're going to be moving farming down here. It'll just make it more streamlined. It won't be as difficult to get around. So I'm kind of cramped up there at the top where I'm at. Let's see, we'll make it all pretty. And we'll bring these guys down here. And that guy there, and that guy there. That guy there, that guy there, that guy there. Okay. In theory, yep, should be good to go. There we go. Our buckets are all full again. I'm actually going to put these down right there. I'm going to start stashing stuff way up here. And yeah. So put that up there. We do have 7 dirt, so I'm not that sure where the dirt came from, but you know, figure it out. So this will be the start of the new. So I think what I'll do is I will make the door like right here. So we're doing kind of cut around where we put the door. We're going to kind of leave this area open I'm going to, as you'll see, we'll make a little fence type situation, but we're not going to do much else with it. Just so we can keep the animals, and on the other side, just going to be completely open because it'll be farmland. Not really worried about my sugarcane running away on me. Then we're going to start transferring animals down as needed. So I think once we get this area to be, I think we're just going to go like right about here. Yeah, we're going to go right about here. I think that's like 7, so 5, 6, 7. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining. I really appreciate everybody that watches all these videos. It means a lot to me. I'm glad to just do this because I'm going to be playing the game anyways. I mean, I've gotten like 8 views on each one of my videos, which is really awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. Means you guys are spending your time listening to me banter about stuff that you guys are probably like, well, Doki, Master. Oh, I was so close. Do you guys see that? Pretty good for guessing. Yeah, I really appreciate it, you guys. I mean, this is kind of my first foray into solo adventuring as far as like having a set rules and goals and things of that nature that I just don't make up myself. And remember, guys, as always, I do always leave the links to the description for this challenge in the description down below. So make sure you click on that if you guys want to play the home version. It's actually a lot of fun. For those who don't know, this is the Nuclear Apocalypse Challenge. I have modified some of the rules a little bit, changed some things, just to add a different flair, my flair to it. We probably will be doing season 2 of this. I did kind of tease in the last episode my end. What will be my end in this game, and that would be awesome. But we'll get into more of that when we get closer. I mean, we don't even have a bookshelf yet, so I'm not too worried about the end happening anytime soon. Hopefully it happens sooner rather than later, but I'm also not gonna get too excited about that right now. We got a long way to go. We still got to get to the Nether. We still got to make a few different rooms, the growth rules in order to get to the end game we need to make. So yeah. So for everybody who's watching this at home, everybody's watching this live, welcome. And yeah, we are just doing a little bit of set of work to make our lives easier in the long haul. Because I was thinking about it, it's like, yeah, this is all fine and dandy. But I need to get certain things done, and I just don't have enough time to get them all done and stream and do everything else. So I had to do an episode like this. This is not up your guys' alley, and I apologize. But unfortunately, it is a necessary evil. Nothing I can do about it. It screws up the motif, doesn't it? So we're going to make this our animal pen. On the other side, we'll be making that our other side, we will be making that our farmhouse, I guess, for all of our different crops. Let's see here. We need to make a door. That should be plenty for now. Go down here, put the door in, and voila. Animal pen. Big enough where it's not a big deal. Small enough where it's not a big deal. Oh, actually, I might do. I would have to go back for supplies, and I'm not really digging that right now. Yeah, that'd be fine for now. Alright, so if we go directly across the hall, this hall is going to get bigger now because of all this. So we just need to bust out a few of these. Oh, actually, that one could have stayed. Let's see here. So we'll go right here. Here. Guess we're going to start with that stone starts and then go over. We actually need to put some in here. It is a little dark in here. And for any of you who do play Minecraft on a regular basis, we all know what happens when it's still too dark. And they don't want mobs spawning down here. All the precious resources will be down here. Actually, keep that for now. I'm not actually going to put any doors, like I was saying, on the crops. There's just no point. It's kind of a waste. I'm going 3 high. I like the aesthetics of a 3 high room. So that's why we're going 3 high. So I'm going to go back here a little ways. Another thing I'm going to need is start needing is dirt. So we got to figure out how to get dirt. I can't take dirt from the outside part of the road. It's been exposed to the radiation from the nuclear apocalypse, so we can actually use it. Yeah, guys. So I do have a new streaming. I'm no longer streaming on Twitch.tv. I am now using YouTube's beta streaming system. I just feel like there's going to be more people who are going to be into Minecraft. They're going to be on YouTube. They're going to watch it on YouTube. So I feel like it's better. It's a better outlet for what we're streaming. Not that Twitch doesn't support Minecraft very well. It does a really great job. I mean, Twitch does a really great job of supporting any game. But I just feel like more people are going to be looking for Minecraft stuff on YouTube, and it'll give me a chance to connect with more viewers. So that's why we're doing YouTube now. But yeah, guys, so we've got all that coal. Let's fill that back in. And we need some torches. It's already getting dark here. I think we'll go like 1, 2, 3, probably like 10 this way, because I think that'll give me plenty of room to work with. Or so. I mean, it could be a little bit farther. Hard to say. Yeah, guys, so this is what we're doing in this episode, so that way we can get some other stuff done in the coming episodes and not have to be worried about trying to fit everything in that I have upstairs currently. For those people who have joined, you guys will be seeing that here in a little bit. I will have to go back. I don't want to have a lot of things that they're going right now that I just don't want to be sitting and not doing anything while I'm down here mining. As far as our tree farm and our regular wheat farm goes. So I will be going back up there here in a little bit to check up on all that to make sure that that's going well. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. My back is still a little sore. Like I was saying in the last episode, I threw my back, so my back is not feeling too hot. So I was just waiting on the twins just had there, which was not kosher. I'm really digging though. One thing I am not digging about YouTube stream right now. I just need to mess around with it a little bit more. It's not liking my resolution. Unfortunately, I don't have the money right now. Oh no. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. So what we can do is we can just do that. We're going to be toward the inside. It's ironic. Okay. So, actually, alright, so we went a little bit farther than I was thinking I was going to. Main thing, but oh well. It'll just be better, cooler, fun, more fun this way. But yeah, so this is going to be our first generation farm. We're going to move some things down here in a few minutes. I'm going to move all my sugarcane. I'm going to, actually for now I think it will just be the sugarcane. And I think I do have a chest that has some other goodies in it, but we have to go look for that. So let's see here. Break all this down. Break all this. Break all this down. I know this is exactly what you guys wanted to see this episode. You're like, oh man, I can't wait till Keymaster Post episode 8 or 9. Oh yeah. Oh, he's basically mining for probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Sweet, dude. So, I apologize for the boringness of this one. Hard to compare with what we did in the last episode. So, but, yeah, these kinds of episodes have to get done so you can do better when you get later into the series. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. Everything will be fantastic and fun. So, and hopefully we find some good news. I don't even know what level we are right now. 63, so we're not even going to get anything good. I'm not going to get any arrows, definitely not going to get any diamonds. Maybe some coal, maybe some iron. That's about it. But we do need both of those too, because doing these rooms is going to suck up a lot of my coal resources. So the more coal we find now, the better, because that'll be less I have to scavenge back from our home base later. So, and then something I want to do before I forget, because I realized I totally forgot. We're going to do it now. If people want to sue me on this, fine. I don't really care. I still have my armor on, which is a mental lapse on my part. I was just so excited to get all that stuff done last night. Because once I wear my armor outside, I can actually bring it back past the Generation 1 or airlock, or the initial airlock barrier, which is what we're in right now. We're actually in the Generation 1 / initial airlock barrier. So this is all new stuff that we find outside. So, unfortunately it happened. People want to rally me in the comments, say I need to sacrifice something. I'll figure out something to sacrifice and we'll go from there. I don't know. But for now, yeah, this is going to be a great room. I think what I'm going to do is actually run, I was going to run the farming like this way. Like boom, 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 boom. I think I might actually run a long ways though. Like start like here. And just run all the way down. Turn, run all the way down. I think it might look kind of cool, go with the flow and everything like that, instead of just going everything against the flow. I don't know, hard to say. It depends on what I have to do, because I have to have all the dirt. Which this is going to suck up a ton of dirt, so I might have to dig up my little dirt trail. I'm trying to get grass to grow on, and move it in here. See? I really don't want to. I'm really trying to get the grass to grow past that third airlock. If I can go past that third airlock, that means we can get, once we get a silk touch pick, or a silk touch shovel, then we can mine up that, take it downstairs into our tree room, put it in there, and then actually potentially spawn in, unfortunately it would spawn in both friendly and unfriendly mobs, but we're hoping, fingers crossed, that it would spawn in friendly mobs, and then we wouldn't have to even go outside. We could literally live in our cave. Wouldn't that be exciting? Never go outside again. I think it's a fantastic plan. So, let's see here. Alright, we're almost done. We only got one more left, and we're going to go back and check up on a few things. So, let's see. So this is why when I was grabbing stuff from the main base and deciding what I was going to bring with me, I did not bring any cobblestone because I knew I was going to end up with a crap ton of cobblestone. So I think we're probably already up to like 7 stacks at least. So let's see. Miss X 1 2 0 5 6 7 8 9. Don't get that with 10. Practically the same. So let's see here. Anything else we need to leave here? Might as well leave the water here. I'm not going to do anything with that. Then let's put up some more torches. That's going to be section 2. I might do something a little bit different to that, make it like an L shape or something to go with that flow. Yeah, we gotta go check up on our cows, because we are actually about to have 3rd generation cows. I'm about to slay out those two. Those are our first generation cows. And all these guys in here are actually our second generation cows. It looks like they might be ready. Something else spawned. Or not just outside. I think it's just outside. So, let them breed. Get our baby cows out. So those are our generation 3 cows right there, guys. We have 2 of them, which is good news for us. Come on, secondary baby cow. Come on. Push that baby cow through. Come on, baby cow. There. Actually, close that door. There we go. Time to follow us into this room for now. Eventually, the room will be downstairs. But for now, that's where they live. And then, what we're doing, we're actually, now that we have, so it's 2 of them, one's every 5 minutes, I think we can kind of do that. So we're actually going to come in here and slaughter all of these cows, because we can't actually do anything with them. This is just goodies that are going to be used. So, we'll just come down here and we'll take care of these 2, piece them out. That sucks, because we just got fat water. Get bread here. That. We can't use any of that stuff. Basically, all this stuff right here, guys, we have to use. We can't use anywhere but in this first area, except for these sticks. Sticks I can use anywhere. We'll take these with us. Those are good outside. Those are good outside. Those aren't from outside. We made those. Sugarcanes are actually generation 2s. I need to make signs. I feel like signs are an extreme waste of money. Or not money, but resources. I don't like building signs. Because they're just an extreme waste of resources. So let's see here what we need to do. Go back downstairs. The nice thing about this guy is I don't have to climb the ladder every time. Or I still have to climb the ladder all the way down to my base, but I don't have to climb the ladder all the time. Go down, which is always fun. So yeah, see, my whole plan was I had all this dirt, right? And see, that was what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of was going to happen. Let's have to deal with this. As we get more friendly mobs in here, that won't happen as much. But it will still happen. Let's see here. It's ridiculousness. I did find 3 pumpkins when I was out and about. That's why we had the pumpkins. And we're going to start growing those here soon too. We do have 7 dirt, so that's cool. And then so it's not spawned there, right? So what I might do is I might actually start right now over here. Originally a small dirt chunk. And then we have one left, so I'll just put that one here in the end. And then what we're going to do is, so eventually what will happen, what I actually need to do is put this one back. Should have done that one. So we're going to have a little walkway here. We're going to have crops, and then where that gigantic hole is, let's see, grab all those. Grab all those. Grab all those. Let's see, so what I can do is, so you can also make infinite water sources with 3. You don't always have to have 4. I want this thing to be as flush as possible, because that way the crops will grow the fastest. Or at least in my mind, I think they'll grow the fastest. So, let's straighten out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So then all this will be dirt. So we still have those now. Sugarcane, grab some sugarcane, and head back over here. See, so yeah, we'll have like a row of sugarcane, and then a row of pumpkins, and then maybe eventually a row of carrots. There should be a row of pumpkins. So it's gonna go water, crops, water, crops, water, crops, water, crops. And then we walkways, the 2 ends. So I'll throw these back in here for now. There's generation 2. I'll keep that in mind. There's generation 1. Put that up there. It's completely useless to us. And we'll go downstairs. Jesus. The Zambi's getting louder. Get low. I'm totally just put in the generation 1 area. We'll just have more generation 2s. Oh, YouTube is not liking the resolution that I'm trying to use. It really wants me to use a different resolution, but they're trying to deal with it. What is the one thing I'm deciding I'm not liking about YouTube as compared to Twitch? Twitch, I can pretty much do whatever I want, and it's just going to encode it just fine. But we have 46 dirt. I don't know where that dirt came from. I don't remember. I'll come back up and get it in a minute. We will be covering that. Let's see here. So we're going to go downstairs. We're going to check on the tree farm and the crops down here. And then we will head back, make this not a generation 2 area. And then we're going to head out into another area as well, the generation 3 area, if we have time. Looking like we might have to make this into a 2-part episode. I'm really sorry, guys. I thought this was going to be a lot faster. So unfortunately, this looks like it's going to be a 2-part episode. Our chicken game is getting to be on point, which is always good news. More food sources in situations like this are always the best. I really started off with 20 eggs, so I gave myself 20 eggs, thinking I was going to get at least 1 chicken, right? I mean, that makes sense to everybody else, right? They're like, oh, 20 eggs? I should be able to get at least 1 chicken and 20 eggs. No, you shouldn't actually. Really, that's too much to ask for. So, yeah, I didn't get any. So that's that. So we'll put these in there. We'll keep those. Let's throw these eggs against the wall like this one today. Oh, we got more chicken. That's sweet. And we got more eggs down here, I'm sure. We'll probably have no trees. It's kind of shocking. Oops. Alright, so we got one more chicken. Those didn't grow, so that's kind of weird. Let's see, this chicken's right down here. What's it going down here? Nothing, no eggs. Alright, let's go over here, check this area, no eggs. And then here pops some village name. Village name. Nope. Yeah, our chicken cam's getting on point. We need to grow the chickens. I kind of like how they just wander around. It makes it more interesting, I think. So let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. So, we got section 1 done, you guys. I think we're gonna cut the video right here, though. Just because it's kind of hitting that time. I don't want to. If that gets on going, maybe that's for an hour and a half, and I don't want you guys having to watch an hour and a half video of me mining stuff. So I will be using some time afterwards here to continue doing it. But until next time, guys, haters gonna hate, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.